We over halfway through the season, y'all. We over halfway through the season. It's time for another NBA Watchability tier list. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, we did this before the season started. We predicting how much I was going to watch basketball amongst the 30 teams. We did one like a month into the season. And now that we're over halfway the way there, I think it's time for us to revisit this stuff. Now, the tier list we got won't miss. These are the teams that every single day, if they're playing, I am watching. We got must-see TV that I might not watch every single game, but I'm like, oh, if they own, I'm trying my best to get to it. We got the pretty fun, which is explanatory, enjoyable, which is just below pretty fun. Special occasions means that, hey, something magnificent has to be going on for me to watch your game. And then what else is on means that I'm just genuinely not watching. That seemed hella disrespectful. I might change the name of it and call it, let's call it highlights. Let's call it highlights. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna call it highlights because that feels pretty lame. Let's get to our most watched. Obviously, the Chicago Bulls, whether I like it or not, that is my favorite team, and I will rock with them regardless. We could be 0 and 81, and I'm watching that 82nd game, mostly because history is going to be made, but I do not miss a Bulls game as far as I can. You know what I'm saying? As long as I am available to watch, I will, and if I'm not watching, I'm listening, and if I'm not listening, those are the only two options. I don't know. Checking the score doesn't really count. You know who is still on my must-see, won't miss? It's the Sacramento Kings, man. They're the most fun team in the NBA to watch that have stayed true since the beginning of the season, and it still is true to this day. And I'm looking through the rest of the league, and I'm trying to remember what I've been watching as of recently, and has there been a team that no matter who their opponent is, I'm saying, oh yeah, turn that joint on though. Turn that joint on right now. And I think that might be it. Let me get my special occasion ones out of the way. Special occasions can mean like a player on their team started off scoring the first 10 points. Let me see what he up to. Special occasions can be somebody about to break a team record. Let me tune in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the teams that I'm not extremely locked in on this season. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to neglect them completely. Those will be like the Charlotte Hornets for sure. The Washington Wizards have been playing good basketball of recent, and I don't want to disrespect them. Like, this doesn't equate to being good because obviously my Bulls are must-see TV. This doesn't equate to being good versus bad. This is just based on my own personal viewing experience. Of course, the comment section is completely up. Is there any other special occasion teams out there in the league for me right now? Oh no, I gotta admit, the Phoenix Suns are special occasion at this exact moment. Without Devin Booker, it's been rough. They went on a nice little streak. Devin Booker's gonna be back this week. As soon as Devin Booker's back, they're gonna go to pretty fun or something. But as of, again, only right now as I'm recording this video on this Saturday and is releasing on this Monday, they are just special occasion team right now. And they got my favorite point guard of all time on their team, and they're still special occasion. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to highlight teams, honestly, I'm looking around the NBA. Oh, there's a few. Houston Rockets and Detroit Pistons. When I say highlights, I mean like there's a few players on the Houston Rockets like Alperen Sengun, like Tari Eason. These are guys that are some of my favorite young players in basketball. But instead of watching them live every single time, I would much rather go to bucketlist.fans.com and watch every single time Alperen Sengun touches the ball, or watching every single time, damn, Jay Nivey touches the ball. You know what I'm saying? And I'll of course tune in if it's a close game of 5 minutes to go or something like that, but I'm not going out of my way to watch those two teams. Must-see TV for me right now is the OKC Thunder. And I'm looking at my old list. OKC Thunder has advanced from this spot to this spot, ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Williams has done that. Every single year I have a rookie. Last year it was Herbert Jones. Shout out to Herb. Every single year I have a rookie that I just absolutely fall in love with their game. And this season is Jalen Williams. Obviously, Shea is doing his thing, making an all-star appearance. Shout out to him. Giddey was really, really nice. They're must-see TV for me right now, especially during the streak where they have an ultra competitive and winning a bunch of games. It's easier to watch a young team that's developing when they're in games all the time. And that's what the OKC Thunder is for me right now. The Lakers are must-see TV for me right now. Obviously, it's not going as expected or as wanted, as they're still on the outside looking in. But LeBron is doing LeBron stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's 30. Like, we don't know. I know LeBron will say he playing until he's 100, but we don't know how long we going to get LeBron at this level where he's still all-NBA caliber player. Anthony Davis is playing great, and they might be making a trade for Kyrie Irving. I don't know. They're still must-see TV, whether it's either really good or really bad. They're must-see TV. Boston Celtics, the offense is electric. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are dope. Robert Williams is one of my favorite bigs in basketball. Also must-see TV because they just be winning a bunch of games. Oh, the Spurs. The Spurs are also highlights. Sorry. Give me Jeremy highlights and everybody else move out the way. And then Vassell too, but he's been injured, obviously. Give me Jeremy highlights, everybody else get the hell out of the way. I did see Malachi Branham had a 25-point game, so shout out to him. Another highlight tape. They was sneaking in the cut. They was sneaking in the cut. 80 see them there, bro. Come on, man. You had to know that the Denver Nuggets was gonna be must-see TV. Nikola Jokic's doing his thing, boop, on the back cut, boop, between the legs of somebody else, boop. You know, this is what he does, and that's what the team does. They're the number one team in their conference as I'm watching, or as I'm recording this video. They're damn good. I'm also putting Cavaliers on must-see, even though they have the highs and lows, and some of their lows be real bad. Big Evan Mobley guy, Donovan Mitchell is a bucket. They just have a lot of people on their team that I really love and respect, so they're also must-see TV for me at this exact moment in NBA. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else that's must-see. I guess the Warriors are, even though they still haven't put it together. Ooh, I just saw a sneaky team. No. Let me take a step back, bring the Warriors down. I want to work my way up. Because I'm seeing some teams now. I'm trying to figure out where they go. The Orlando Magic are on the enjoyable tier list. They're in a bunch of games. They throwing punches. All is great. You know what I'm saying? All is great in Orlando as of right now, and they're enjoyable. I'm also going to do another one of these videos like a month after the trade deadline, because then, you know, some of these teams going to be making moves and stuff like that. So that's an enjoyable team to start off with. I'm putting the Atlanta Hawks on enjoyable as an outsider. I know the Atlanta Hawks fans might not see them as enjoyable because they be blowing these leads in the fourth quarter every goddamn game. But as a neutral dude, it's entertaining to see a team, whether they up by 20 or down by 20, have a chance. And that's what the Atlanta Hawks have been this season. As of right now, only talking about this second in time, the Pelicans on my last one, they were on must-see TV. Without Z, bro, without Z, they should be a tier list by himself because they not enjoyable without Z. They definitely not, bro. That 10-game losing streak actively as I'm recording this, and it's nasty. But I do watch them more than these teams, so I'm gonna put them up there. Raptors, Pace. Why? Okay, so why everybody else got their thing edited without the white background except for the Pacers? The Pacers are enjoyable because of Reese at the helm, and they got a lot of fun stuff with Benedict Mathurin and stuff. But I'm gonna put them at pretty fun. Actually, the more I think about it, they're a pretty fun team to watch. Timberwolves, I'm putting back on the enjoyable tier list. Really good spot though. Winning more games now than they were when I recorded that video, but I still think they're enjoyable. And then lastly, I'll probably put the Miami Heat. They've been really good as of recent, which is dope, but sometimes it still is harder to watch them versus the other teams, even if they're a better team than the other teams. Again, this is just strictly based on viewing experience. I'm going to say they're enjoyable and not pretty fun or must-see TV or won't miss. Everybody else here, the Clippers are enjoyable because it feels weird that we see the guys. So there we go. Everybody else has their reasons to be in these other spots for me. I'm a level up, man. The 76ers, last time we did this, were on the pretty fun tier. I'm putting them at must-see currently. Joel Embiid is leading the league in basketball as far as points per game. James Harden is leading the league in assists. Tyrese Maxey's now coming off the bench, and that adds another element to their depth. And they are leveled up. They're one of the teams to level up this time, so shout out to them. I still don't like, even though it's not always beautiful, the Warriors are still a team I can't stop watching. And I think the Grizzlies are still here. Like this top list of won't miss a game. These four teams have been there consistently throughout the course of the season. Obviously, this one for other reasons than the other ones. But the Grizzlies, you never know what type of highlight you're going to get. They have the defensive player of the year currently. They have Ja Morant, and they're going to talk trash. They're going to get into fights. The pretty fun tier is going to see the Knicks. And they're pretty fun. I mean, they're winning a bunch of basketball games. Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle have been doing their thing. But I wouldn't call them must-see just yet. But pretty fun is great for the New York Knicks right now because if you just look at their roster construction, there ain't nothing over there like for example, some of these teams have Joel Embiid, they have Donovan Mitchell, they have Nikola Jokic. These are like beautiful basketball players, if that makes sense, and what they do. The Knicks don't have nobody that's like, oh, his game's so sexy, so pretty. They gon', you know what I'm saying? Julius Randle go pound you. Well, whoa. This tear that Giannis has been on puts them. They've been must-see for a few years now for me, honestly. So he puts them back on must-see. Pretty fun, the Brooklyn Nets. We don't know what's going to happen in a couple days, but pretty fun for the Brooklyn Nets. The Trailblazers are pretty fun because Damian Lillard might go off for 60. Well, he might settle for 48. Bad game. He might settle for 48. That's how good he is with like a 48 points, like, you know, for Dame. So they're pretty fun. The Jazz have leveled up to pretty fun. They were pretty fun last time we did this. Okay. All right. That's a good spot. And then the Dallas Mavericks with Luka are still pretty fun. Is that my tier list? Yeah, it's always so fun. Let me know what you think. Who do you have higher? Who do you have lower? I'll be in that comment section like I usually am.